Hey folks, Mark Johnson, tech-snobs.com. Full review, HTC One X Plus. Very, very nice device. I'm just going to start off saying this device, I've definitely noticed a performance increase in using this over the original HTC One. Number one, this does have a Tegra 3 processor. This is the quad-core chip. The first one didn't have a quad-core chip. It only had the dual-core because they couldn't use LTE radios at the time. Some other things with this is just like the performance on this, graphic performance. It comes with a demo of the Mass Effect game. And this game's incredible. I mean, as far as graphics go, I was very, very impressed just how overall this runs on this device. And I just, it's just a great device overall. See if I can shoot somebody here. There we go. So they got me at the same time. So definitely overall, very nice graphic capabilities on here. It's got a quad-core processor. It also has Jelly Bean, which is not on a lot of devices yet. You get Android 4.11. You got HTC Sense 4 Plus. Has some additional features over the standard, and Android HTC 4.0. And then also you still got the great camera. Definitely got some good features there. Still got continuous burst mode. Just a lot of nice features with this device. I mean, it's quad-core processor, and you also get 64 gigs of storage, which is really unheard of for a price at $200. I find that to be great. 64 gigs of storage. You got a lot of music, movies. Definitely take a look at this device. Obviously, if you're on AT&T, this is something to take a look at. This is the best HTC device on AT&T as far as Android goes. Does have the Beats audio. The build quality is very similar to the HTC One. I think the only problem with this device is that if you got the HTC One back in May or any of that time, maybe you got it for $99. This isn't a big enough jump overall, I think, in the entire package to justify upgrading to this. And, if the phone came out in May, I mean, who usually upgrades their phone 7 months down the line anyhow? So that's probably not the most logical thing to do. But what I will say is that, if you're a real tech junkie, you like specs and so forth, you really can't go wrong with this device because it's got the display still looks great as ever. Camera's great storage, Jelly Bean. The only downfall I would say is probably a step back is the fact that it still only has 1 gig of RAM. I'm surprised they didn't update that. And then the only other thing outside of that would just be the fact that, it doesn't have wireless charging or anything else that makes it kind of stand out from something else. So, still 1 gig of RAM on it as well. Battery life, never been great on HTC One. And it's still the case here. I mean, it's all right, but it's not going to, you're definitely going to need a charger with you throughout the day. So definitely keep that in mind. And then another thing, when you play these high-end games, I was playing Mass Effect, it does get the device very, very, very hot. So overall, nice device. I'm going to go ahead and run a benchmark on here. Some of the specs and benchmarks as I ran on it's got some very, very good performance. Still doesn't beat the Droid DNA overall, and I bring that up just because that's HTC's current flagship, but that's on Verizon only. But check out my video between the HTC One X Plus and the Droid DNA as well. But overall, fantastic performance on this. You really won't be disappointed, but it's just, $199 for this device. It's kind of hard because it's the same price they're charging for the Droid DNA. So I kind of get the feeling of a money grab here with this device, especially at $199. Maybe at $149. But I can understand where they're going with, especially you're paying for the storage. I would say the storage is the main selling point of this device. Still got over 7,500 on the benchmark, which is, as you can see, considerably faster than the HTC One X. So, I can recommend this device. If you're on AT&T, it's your only option. Definitely take a hard look at the HTC One X Plus. It's out now, $199. Be sure to check the site out, tech-snobs.com. More coverage is going to be there. Thanks for watching, folks. Take care.